It's a setting and time meant to convey urgency to the nation. A primetime speech from the White House tells Americans to pay attention. What the president is about to say matters.
Good evening.
We already know his basic message when it comes to his plans for the Islamic State group.
The next phase is now to start going on some offense.
The president has pretty much already laid out what that means and doesn't. He says there will not be U.S. boots on the ground. But analysts point out that's not always a clear-cut promise because that doesn't count out special forces.
If the president wanted to find some flexibility in his language, I still think he has the option of doing what I just said, of sending up to several thousand forces that could be mentors, special forces, and perhaps even do some raids in the early going.
It's expected the president will call for continued U.S. airstrikes in Iraq and eventually, possibly, into Syria as well, for the UN to cut off the flow of foreign fighters and money. The U.S. will try to get Sunni tribes to side with the Iraqi government and not the Islamic State group. And he is expected to again promise more help for the moderate opposition in Syria, something he's promised before with limited results. He has the support of the American people. According to a recent poll, 91% of those asked believe the Islamic State group is a threat to the United States, and 53% believe the president has been too cautious. The president is expected to warn this fight could take a while, and experts think that will work, but only for a time.
It will resonate for listeners at the moment. But listeners forget when situations change and move on. That's not going to be something that will be sustained over time. The public will get tired of an ongoing military effort.
This is the president's chance to convince Americans this is a fight the U.S. needs to take on, to win. But it is a fight no one can say when it might end or at what cost. Patty Culhane, Al Jazeera, Washington.